This guy's so good. And so handsome, too.
One of the most important rules in being a sports commentator is you need to present the game in an unbiased, neutral perspective. And the same is true in esports. So what happens when the commentators are all in the match that they are trying to commentate on? I grabbed two groups of professional Rocket League casters to find out. They're used to calling out other players, but now they'll need to call out themselves. Can they remain unbiased? In one series, we have two British casters, Stumpy and Cole, versus two American casters, Dazarin and Jamespot. Our other series takes place in the wintry, cold Manfield night. It's Corelli and Subi versus Jorby and Fear. I'm sure they'll all remain incredibly fair, professional, and neutral.
You saw Dazarin cheating on that kickoff there, and he's struggling on the follow-up. Fortunately, Jamespot gets back in time to make the big save.
Fake, though, coming in from Jamespot. It's well played, and then he can end up getting the 50 alongside Stumpy. That movement down the pitch, absolutely ruining Cole's axles.
Now we see Dazarin up on the sidewall. Does he have mechs? Absolutely not. So instead he tries to play it over the defender, sets up James, and James puts it in the back of the net. Two back-to-back goals, teammate. They starting off strong.
Yeah, but the first goal was all Jamespot, let's be honest.
Well, I mean, it has to be said that Cole was having some tech issues before the start of this match. He had to sort out his microphone and...
But a lot of pressure Corelli and Subi are under right now, trying to figure out how to get by this midfield line. Subi just gets by the midfield and Jorby.
And Subi's going to steal that midfield boost and get the corner boost as well. Puts it back towards midfield. Big challenge there by Fear. Can he get the touch? No, Subi defends well.
A lot of talk about Fear and whether or not he'd be able to handle the pressure here in this game. But so far, I feel like his gameplay, other than maybe that play right there.
Does a microphone issue really come into play when you're out there playing a game maybe with or without comps?
It's a very fair question that you put in there, James, and I think, you know, at this sort of level, anything that affects a pro player's mentality can affect how they play.
I would say I think calling Cole a pro player in this situation, you know, considering he's not had the most illustrious career. Down the pitch, he relies on his teammate. For Stumpy, he gets the ball on his roof, can end up flicking it past Dazarin, who was pushed up, quite frankly, just way too far.
Yeah, I think Dazarin really expected Jamespot to do something off that back wall. Jamespot kind of comes up empty, and Dazarin kind of pays the price for that.
It's tough because, you know, Dazarin, he doesn't have a view on James's boost.
Jorby can't go for the ball. It was just a little too far off on the rotation. Now we like it burned here by Corelli, and he does panic in front of the net. Can't get it done. This guy's so good. And so handsome, too. Look at how he just works Jorby on the line.
For the players from England, you've seen it even with Quadrant at time, where they just cannot manage to score. The offense is stagnant, and that's exactly what we're seeing here with Stumpy and Cole.
Quadrant, who, just like Stumpy and Cole, are led by a brilliant ginger mechanical player. It is just incredible what these players can do when they have the ball under their control.
It's been full control for Corelli, 2 for 2 in the shooting. He has his team up by 2 right now. He's going to whip this one back around.
Subi open, downfield.
He's not going to pass it, though. He's going to go into the corner.
Dazarin in that back corner gets that boost. What can he do? Because bear in mind, this play is not mechanical. Gets removed from the pitch by the superior man. The pass back. Cole now 1v1 versus James.
Oh, goes for it, sort of almost musty. James gets a save, but it's not.
Jesus! Christ, what is Cole doing?
A goal line save! Everyone thought it was in!
Stumpy has to be extremely frustrated. Cole shoots it on his own net. What is he doing? And then Stumpy makes one of the best saves that we've ever seen in Rocket League. And Cole messes up the follow-up. You wonder if there will be a roster change after this series.
The individual skill from Corelli. Hold on a second. He backflipped. He's got to get back.
There's actually a great fake there by Fear. I mean, that's something that maybe somebody who doesn't fully understand the game would say. I really think the credit is to Fear and the way he moved behind the ball to get Corelli to miss.
Yeah, it is a best of 3, but
it is.
We're seeing 2 players on opposing teams. Oh, great pass, but Corelli just beans the wide open net.
The pinch coming in, but Dazarin towards the target. Can James get something wondrous? Absolutely not. Of course he can't. Look at the man.
Oh. Lovely save there from Cole as well. That was difficult. Stumpy's backflipping, but he's going to be able to get to that.
The pass towards Cole. Cole has to go for it.
Yeah, I mean, James went for a fake there, but I think because it was so obvious, Stumpy, that was never going to work.
Let's see what Fear has in store for us. He's just going to give that ball away. Hold on a second. Subi's running into Corelli. And now Fear has an opportunity back the other way. Is he going to choke? He put it back to the net. And Fear puts away his first for Jorby and Fear.
Dazarin for the long shot, but Stumpy has read that dead on. Misses it though, of course, and then it goes high above that back line. James outsped by Cole, and now the counterattack from the Europeans.
Save the players.
Stumpy panicked. Stumpy panicked so much. Finally.
15 seconds to go. It's been a one-sided affair here on DFH Day.
Jorby, air dribble. Little fake there, Corelli. Too smart. Jump in front of that one. Now Jorby again. Gonna play this one across. Look how fast Corelli is in this one.
Oh, Jorby trying to pressure Corelli here. He doesn't have a lot in the tank, though. Just trying to keep things awkward for him, and they do get a bit awkward. Subi actually commits on top of him, and it blows through Fear.
Oh.
Subi running away with the ball. Fear trying to chase him down, and he's going to get it to the corner, Subi. You just haven't seen that type of control out of him just yet.
Not known for his 1v1 skills, definitely known for his game sense. Big brain player.
Unreal.
James gets destroyed
showing.
because he's useless and bad.
I think we can all agree on
And
that.
you know, that's an interesting analysis point, Stumpy.
Thank you.
When you look at the scoreboard, let's just take a look at the scoreboard for a moment. It looks like JamesBot scored a hat trick, had 3 saves, almost scored up 1,000 points. So, you know, it's just interesting. I'm wondering, you know, is the European analysis as bad as some of their teams?
4-1 victory for Corelli and Subi in this best of 3 coming out hot.
Yeah, I think when they started the game off, the first 30 seconds, they felt good. They had a lot of pressure, but what ended up happening is the one player who has seen that SSL rank before started to pop off. So I think the answer for Jorby and Fear is to take out the SSL Corelli. If they can get him out of the game, maybe play a little bit more physical, I think that they'll have a better chance against Subi.
You know, that's a bold strategy, and the disrespect shown over to Subi might come to bite Jorby and Fear right in the rear end.
James made a good point halfway through that a roster change, Cole, is on the horizon.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, both players will see in the next game, you know, who can perform better when the pressure's really on.
Honestly, though, there were moments, Cole, where Cole struggled. But at the end, you saw Stumpy miss a wide open net at a key point in the game.
Which Cole set up.
Yeah.
Which Cole set up. So, you know,
But I think when you look at the scoreboard, double points to Stumpy. Cole, he double committed on a couple of attempts and got tackled in quite vital places. So we'll see what happens in game number 2.
Well, it does take 2 to double commit.
You know, Jorby, most times throughout the season we've seen him, he has been as adaptable as a sneaky chameleon. He's able to download his opponents over time, and now he's got a free net. He might be able to start the comeback here, but the touch don't know what he was doing with that one. Should have just shot it on target. Instead, he tried to get cute, and then Fear just misses.
Too often we're seeing them on defense right now. No control over midfield. They're just allowing shots left and right. And now they're going with that demo strategy. Let's see if that's going to work out for them.
Yeah, caught Corelli with no boost. So a good demo. Put themselves in a scoring position here. Definitely would have gone for the bump there if I was Jorby.
Oh, he just didn't have any boost on the play.
And
Oh,
already,
what an immediate response. Stumpy comes in, moves forward, and Dazarin, he came forward, but there was no chance he was going to be able to receive. In the pass, the pinch from Cole is outstanding.
and honestly, I think if you're James and Dazarin, you just keep giving them that shot because historically, that has not been a shot in Stumpy's arsenal.
Yes, I would agree with that, James. Nobody expected Stumpy to actually put that one away, so you can't blame the defense for allowing that open
Not at
shot
all.
to come in. And Daz, do you think that Daz is doing enough? That was a real chance that he wasted there.
well, you gotta understand, Dazzler's the #1 impact player in the world. You don't get that title from doing nothing. You get that title from doing everything.
He did.
I feel like for Dazzler, we're gonna have to see an impact player level performance for the North Americans to take this one.
Oh,
It's
what a
James.
challenge!
Oh, it's close to the goal line. Cool as ice.
Composure.
Feel like the blue side
big
might need some
mistake.
better clears. And hold on, this one comes up to Fear. He puts it away and a 1-1 score.
Jorby absolutely showing up when it matters most. Sending this one to the corner. Subi smash. I don't know what he's doing reversing. Not often in Rocket League do you want to find yourself reversing and not turning around and using your boost. That boost only pushes the car one way.
Cole's on the ceiling, manages to just about miss that, and now Dazarin versus Stumpy. Does the bump come in? The pass again goes above that goal line. Dazarin very intelligently sees that Stumpy has to go up, has to do something, and instead doesn't go for that shot. Very selfless.
And this is the impact play from Dazarin. Dazarin, you said it about Dazarin. He is an impact player. He was putting the pressure on from the very beginning, and finally, they get some of the fruit from their labors.
But not particularly dangerous, though. It manages to go on target, and the pass from Cole, double tapping it off the backboard. That Batmobile is paying dividends.
It's the age-old question in the RLCS. Why has the Batmobile fallen out of favor? There is nothing wrong with the car. It's long, it's lengthy. You can put a beautiful strike in, and you can beat your opponents time and time again.
On the counter now, Jorby. Not sure if it was a shot or not, but it certainly wasn't on target. He's certainly inside their head. Here he comes again. The fake is not going to come through. But maybe the second follow-up from Corelli. It's almost own goal from Jorby. Subi's on a play, and a 2-1 lead for Corelli and Subi.
Oh, Subi's just eating up these back posts. Jorby and Fear just leaving the back door wide open.
No respect on the defense there. And oh my goodness, the response! Huge player And you got him right there. My gosh.
The Dazarin devastation on that blue neck. And Dazarin, I mean, look, you know him better than anyone. Most people in this world will think that may not have been intentional, that, you know, maybe he was just playing for that pass. That is something that he has been practicing, is it not?
It has been in the arsenal, and you got to think too, this is going to be a telltale sign. You can see now the EU defense getting up a lot earlier when Daz was in the air. They know he's been activated, so they can't let him play the game or have fun at all.
Corelli, a little rambunctious at midfield. Big demo on the back line. It's wide open. Corelli can't get the flip reset, can't get the bump either.
Corelli went for a little too much there, bit off more than he could chew. He's certainly not good enough to pull off what he went for.
As it looks like there might be another one.
Oh,
they're giving it to him for free at this point. Dazzle with an open net. My God.
Impact player. You know he's in the head of the Europeans who started out hot, but right now they're about as cold as a bucket of ice water left out on an Arctic research station.
And now their own goalie. Their own goalie. They're giving it to him for free.
It seems that you're making excuses for these players.
Why's that?
Stumpy? But I'm just wondering what the theory may have been there, because
Well, it seems like you didn't speak up much when Cole passed it earlier out of interest. I feel like, you know, Stumpy's made a bit of an error there, but I think it was, you know, forced because of what Cole ended up doing, and maybe the pressure coming in for both these players, not just one.
This was nice from Stumpy.
Responds.
I think it was rubbish.
Now Corelli's got to take this 50 with fear, and it's up to Subi. Subi's got to go. Corelli waiting for Subi to
Check the scoreboard. It says the team name is Stumpy and Cole. I think it should just change to Stumpy.
But you have to look at the scoreboard again, a bit more detail maybe this time. Actually put your analyst hat on and have a look at the fact that Cole has 3 assists. Stumpy, sure, he's got 3 goals, but 5 shots, wasteful. Come on, you've got to get more than that.
Compared to Cole's 1 shot, you're right, absolutely.
between the players there.
Oh boy, big mistake on the back line, but Jorby too slow to get there. Subi just so quick, so elusive, so speedy. He's open downfield as well, but Corelli, again, selfish play.
He goes up nice and quick, the full ambition to go full court carry, and Stumpy, he tries to put that hand up, but he's been stunted. He's a lot shorter than he used to be.
I feel like that one was personal for Dazarin. I mean, knowing especially the history between Dazarin and Stumpy, it's been almost a year, stats provided by Direct, almost a year since the Stumpy desk standing situation. And Dazarin, you know, he's been thinking about that for a long time. They made a lot of cartoons about it.
It was the defining moment for Dazarin's career.
I mean, we had to hold them back. James, you were holding back Dazarin. I was doing my best to hold back Stumpy, but they were just too strong. A lot of black eyes were had that day. It was a dark day.
Yeah, a lot to think about for sure. But Stumpy now in the air. Can he get this flip reset? He's never got one in his life. No.
That is, I mean, that pretty much just sums up the entire game.
In the midfield line, this might be the end, and Jorby overcommits! The ball touches the ground, and Corelli and Subi, it turns out, better players win.
This has been abysmal for the Englishmen. I don't know what else to say.
It's been disappointing for them, I think, that they'll both be a little bit upset with how this one's gone.
Dazarin and James Bot crushing Stumpy and Cole. These two, if you've seen some of the content they make, subpar, but in HD, that was just subpar.
Stumpy and Cole, valiant effort.
Yeah, Jorby and Fear, it seems like they did follow the game plan we suggested. They were able to stop Corelli. No goals for Corelli in game number 2, but Subi Smash stepped up when it mattered and was able to clutch it out for the team.
He's got a teammate with such a big brain that honestly gives him neck problems. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in, and you're not going to want to go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.